Woo!
What's up? Hey.
Hey,
How's everybody
everybody. Yes.
doing? All right. So, same old, same old. Is it a routine or is it love or is it not? Or is it dry or is it stale?
Mm,
What is it?
mm.
Well, we're going to talk about routines and romance today.
All right.
How to take the romance and put it back into the romance because sometimes the routine can overcloud and cover the romance.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's a good topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
especially with the holidays,
Yeah.
right? Because we get so caught up in our routine of getting ready for the holidays.
So much to do.
Oh, so much to do, especially, when we try to do it all. We got
Mhm.
family coming, so we got to cook, we got to clean,
Right.
we got to get the house ready, and we're still working. And
Yes.
for the man, it's like you got to make that money so we can get the gifts because we got money to go buy gifts.
Stack
And
your paper.
oh man, so much routine. And when do you have time to think about romance when you're in the holidays hosting and people coming? Like,
Well, it
yeah.
could be a romantic time.
It could be.
It could be.
Yeah. So that's the first question I have for you is when a relationship starts to feel like a routine, what do you do?
Well, you have to break up the monotony. You
Okay.
have to make interjections. When things are flowing, let's be fair about it. Routine is important.
Okay.
Structure. Routine is one of the ingredients of structure.
All right. Yes.
All right. So you have to have routine, you have to have structure to be functional. There's a success element to all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You get up at a certain time every day.
Well, I don't, but okay. I'm with you.
Most people do.
Hey, there's Troy. Troy
What's
says
up,
we're
Troy?
on the way. Okay,
All
Troy,
right, all
because
right.
we're talking about routine versus romance and how to blend the two together, I guess.
Yes.
Because you're saying routine is good.
It is. It can be.
Uh-huh.
It is a good thing. Everything that's good can be misused.
That's true.
Okay. All right.
But what if you made romance a part of your routine?
You can make romance a part of your routine because routine is good.
That's true.
Just don't. I think routine and romance, there's sometimes a little bit of a conflict there.
Okay.
Because one element of romance is spontaneity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's true.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you can schedule spontaneity, if you will.
Okay.
I know that sounds like, what the hell is he talking about? How can you schedule spontaneity?
Yeah.
You can schedule it. One person can schedule it. The other person can be the recipient of the spontaneity.
Yeah. Yes. Like I think you scheduled, you were like, let's go to bed early. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I was like,
schedule.
We going to bed. It was like 8:00.
A surprise schedule. That's spontaneity.
So he was like, you want to go to the bedroom and watch a little TV or whatever? I was like, okay. Next thing I know, he was all over me.
Well,
so that was,
it was two people in the bed, right? You do know that, right?
That was scheduled spontaneity.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I was not the wiser.
Okay. That's what spontaneity is.
Okay.
AKA a surprise.
All right.
Some people might call it surprise tag, whatever, but no. All right. So routine.
Uh-huh.
All right. If you have a routine, sometimes we can get lost in our routine.
Right.
Okay. The routine can be so layered and so complex to where there's no space for romance.
Right. Because I'll be honest with you, when I plan my routine for the holidays, there's decorating and there's cooking and kids wrapping gifts. And we always end up wrapping gifts that seem like midnight, right? So there's like no space for romance in that routine. That was before.
Yeah.
So I did shift.
Yes, you did.
And this year, number one, the decorations are still up from last year.
I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad, professions of the heart.
I didn't care. I was like, every year I have to pull out these decorations and set them up all over the house. I'm leaving them up all year, damn it. And it was like, I'm ready. Everybody's like, are you guys ready for the holidays? I was like, yep. Been ready all year.
360 days ago.
Yeah. And then I said, y'all better eat your turkey on Thanksgiving because on Christmas, we're doing tacos. So we having a taco bar for Christmas.
Yes.
And it's being catered.
Yeah.
And the caterer is amazing.
Yeah.
The food is delicious. They bring everything. So we got the taco bar, rice, beans, chips,
everything.
Salsa, everything. It's everything. They're going to drop it off on Christmas Eve. All I have to do, I'm not even heating it up, y'all. I'm going to set it out and everybody could fill their plates and put it in the microwave. So there we go. So that part is done. And they bring the forks. They bring the plates.
So we're sharing all of this to say, how can you create space?
That's
hectic routine.
Creating space.
That's a hell of a lot of space.
Yeah, because I'm straight. Christmas Eve, we might be like, let's get it on. Hey, because I'm not going to be tired.
Right.
Ooh, those years of making that damn turkey the night before, staying up all night.
I mean, I know for some people that's important.
Right.
For some people that's important. Not saying that you need to cut out your Christmas meal because that may not fly in some people's homes. But the point is, you have to think outside of the box.
Yes.
And if you're doing stuff because other people think you should be doing stuff, get that shit out your box.
Yes, because it was always done that way.
Right.
Grandma did it that way. Your mom did it. Now you have to do it. You got to pass on the tradition.
What you have to do is you have to create space for romance.
Yes.
Otherwise, what's your point?
Right. Your relationship suffers.
Yeah.
And then you're complaining and you're not happy about it. Yeah. So what are some of the signs that you experience or couples see when they know, we're slipping into the space of being routine?
When you are in go mode until you lay your head down. And I know sometimes we have days like that, and
and then you collapse into the bed.
And then you're just, when you lay your head down, you're gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Didn't even kiss your partner goodnight. Maybe half a kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are in go mode, and it does happen, whatever, and I believe that everything happens because you create it to happen. Even if you create the chaos, if you find yourself in that space, when I find myself in that space, because I'm susceptible to creating that as well. There are moments in time where you have to deliberately, consciously pause and take, it can be 30 seconds to connect.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes we think romance has to be like a whole-blown night, all night long.
I mean, it's great if it is.
Long,
there's always a song about it.
Yeah.
But it's great if you can do that, if you can allocate that time.
Yeah.
But
it could be, romance is sometimes connection.
Yeah, just simply connecting.
So I have a question for our audience and for you. What do you think? This is like a man versus woman question. When you're starting to miss the romance, do men miss it first physically, emotionally, or mentally?
Physically, emotionally, or mentally?
Yes. When do men start going, hey, I need this connection. I need this romance back.
So I can answer it in a general sense.
Yeah, general.
Because, guys are guys, but each individual man is slightly different.
Right.
I'm sure there's a group of men that are the same.
Right.
All right, I'll answer it for me.
Okay, from you.
All right, I'm pretty sure myself. I think it varies from time to time. Okay. If you ask me in the middle of the year or last year or now or yesterday, it might be a little bit different on each given. This depends on what's happening in my space.
So you want an all of the above option?
It can be.
Okay,
but generally speaking, for me,
yes,
it's physical.
Okay, physical.
Okay.
So men start to physically feel like, hey, it's time.
Yeah. Which for some guys, that feeling is probably every day.
Y'all feel it every day.
I'm trying to be a good spokesperson.
Tell us in the comments. I would say, I don't want to speak for all women, but I would say for most women, it's probably a switch between emotional and mental.
Yeah.
Mental sometimes, because we make up these rules in our mind, like we should connect this many times a month. If we don't, we missed it. So it's like
there's that schedule.
Yeah.
Routine.
Or the other thing is, it's just emotional. Like we've been so busy and we're so exhausted and we're so tired, and we just want to refuel with that emotional connection, like where you just sit and like really talk to me.
Your hands are really warm. Makes me lose focus every time you touch my arm. Just saying. All right. If you guys see me kind of like slouching down in my seat a little bit more, it's her fault.
It's the heat popping on. We did red light today, so I'm warm.
I did red light too, but I don't.
But you don't feel warm?
No. Anyways.
All right.
So you were saying, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, I was saying that for women, it's probably more emotional. Yeah, they start missing that grounding. Yeah. But I will say the reality is, if you really want to bring the romance back for women, we've got to shut off all the switches in our brain that are focused on the kids, the family members, our parents, everything else. Switch all of that off, put us first and our needs first. And if we really assess what our needs are, I'm going to be real. One of my needs is to have that physical connection with you, to have sex, because afterwards, the next day, I feel revived. I feel rejuvenated. I'm like, hey, I got this glow, you know? So if I really assess what my needs are, I'm like, I can't go too long without that connection, because that's a nice feeling to feel. But it really has to take place when you shut all of the other things off.
Everything outside of yourself has to be shut off.
Yeah, because you could go all day thinking about what everybody's needs are. What are they doing? We were doing our red light and compression and stuff today. And I was just thinking about the Christmas event, who's going to be with who, and, what time they're going to get there, the games we're going to play. I mean, my brain is always just working like that. Yeah. So in order to allow romance in, I have to shut those switches off.
Yeah. And so during a moment of self-care, you're thinking about other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of being selfish and think about us. And I don't know, I shouldn't say selfish. That's negative.
Well,
but put my needs first, even my intimate needs.
Yeah. I want to address being selfish. That's not a bad thing.
We should say self-full.
Okay. Well, that too. You call it whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I think the whole idea that being selfish, self-full, whatever, is a bad thing, that is a connotation that is supported by our society that we live in.
Right.
And it produces problems in the essence of what we're discussing now.
Right. So self-care is not selfish. Right.
No,
yeah.
No.
Self-care is exactly what it is. It's caring for yourself. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be able to do for anyone,
you have to have self-care.
You have to do for yourself.
Yeah. Because honestly, for some people, romance could feel like another duty and another responsibility.
And that shit ain't fun.
No, it's not fun.
It's not fun.
Yeah. Having romance should inspire you, get you going, make you have that glow the next day.
Yeah. The complexity of romance. There's a lot of pieces to that.
Yeah.
And it requires all of you.
Yeah. What about this point? of romance, it's not really, romance requires your presence, not just proximity, right? Not just being close to me.
Right. No, it requires both people to be dialed in.
Yes, because you could live in the same home with each other
Ooh.
and it'd be ice, 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 baby. Too cold, too cold.
And I never
Ice,
did like
ice,
the song
baby.
anyway. So.
Woo! Romance is one thing, but I think affection, yes, should be continuous.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So affection, you're right, Bunny, because affection has a lot to do with how we speak to each other.
Correct. It comes in different forms.
Yes, how we touch each other in passing.
Mhm.
So I have a funny. We had our. I have my phone. You know, Apple be listening, y'all. So
That's why I don't have one. But go ahead.
Anyway, I forget what I was doing. But this app that I have was on, and it was recording us.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't know it.
Our verbal conversation was recorded.
Yes. And it was going on until I finally noticed on my phone that it was recording. And I said, oh my God, we're recording. But then I played it back because I was just curious. I mean, I was just in the moment. We were having the conversation, but I played it back because I just wanted to hear what did it catch us saying. And it was interesting to hear how we were interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very respectful. It was, being considerate, kind. I mean, and we weren't aware. This was just us.
Yeah, it was not a planned moment like we're going to record this and now.
Right, and see what we're saying.
No.
It was totally unplanned and it was authentic. And I was happy to say that I liked the way we were connecting with each other. Yeah, that's affection, right? Yeah.
Affection will show up in your style of communication, in your level of respect for the other person, or the lack of respect. I think respect and affection kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Respect yourself. I'm full of songs today.
It's okay.
Because it was a good night last night.
Yes, it was. So, we had to live the topic, y'all. We had to bring authenticity to the topic of romance. So yes, you do. So affection creates respect. I think it does.
I agree.
Yeah.
And affection is also just those moments of touch for some people, because touch is a big thing.
Absolutely.
Or affection could be love language. So I speak words of affirmation to you, right? That could be affection.
Right.
But all those levels of affection, you're right, Bunny, are different than romance.
Yes, they are. And it's important to know what the other person's love language is, or what they need, or what they desire. And whatever you need or want, because I love you and I care about you, I want to facilitate those things.
Right. So that's you being, back to our topic of presence versus proximity, right? That's you being present.
Absolutely. Yeah. Or when we're having conversation, I'm really like paying attention to what you're saying. And I may insert a joke or two here and there.
Right.
But I'm really like, I'm not thinking about other things. I'm not doing other things. I'm not on my phone, or I'm not scribbling on a piece of paper or whatever.
That's you being present.
Yes. Yeah. And there are times when you come up and talk to me and I'm in the middle of doing something, I will literally stop what I'm doing. I mean, yeah, I can engage in doing something physically and having a conversation with someone, but that's someone and you're more than just someone.
Right.
And
like right now,
turn that damn ringer off.
Our son is trying to get in touch with us.
Unless it's an emergency and he knows he can call my phone. But my point at hand, what does he want?
He wants to come over.
And if you didn't respond, what would happen?
I would miss seeing him.
So this is an example of what I'm talking about. Real time happening right now.
So our son moved out, so I don't see him, and I haven't heard from him in like over a week. So anyway, he wants to come visit, so I said yes.
Anyways, I'm gonna tell him to stop coming by on Saturdays.
No.
Anyways, all right. So coming up to me, engaging in conversation. If I'm doing something, I will make space and stop what I'm doing, or disengage, or because you are actually very captivating to me. So I like giving you my attention. I like you. I love
that's
you.
a good thing.
I love you, but I like you as well.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And that's the other thing too we have to be aware of. I do know if I complained I literally have to check myself, because every time, like when I come home, especially, if I've been with other people or at work or whatever, I could give a laundry list of complaints or negatives, right? So yeah, it's important to bring that positive energy, right? Because if you're going to be present with the other person, talk about the positives. Yeah, because then that makes you want to be engaged with me.
Sure.
Yeah, if I complain all the time, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, you know what? There are people that have come and gone in my space that complain. And when I see, like if they're calling me and I see them pop up on my phone, I'm like, damn, what the hell they want to complain about
now? Right.
Yeah. And if you have a spouse that is
complains all the time,
you know what? It can be a natural response for the recipient to not want to engage.
Right.
So I don't know. I think, okay, so here's the basis. Here's a true basis of anything that we're talking about.
Right.
Okay. Whether we're talking about romance, we're talking about self-care, we're talking about health, we're talking about relationships, anything associated with yourself, there's a baseline. And that baseline is, are you harmoniously balanced within?
Yeah.
That's the baseline.
Yeah. So are you happy within yourself?
Within, yes.
Are you creating joy within yourself?
In yourself.
Are you finding something to be happy about?
Absolutely.
Woo, yes.
Because if that's your baseline on the inside,
yes,
that's what you project on the outside.
Right.
Everything that's happening around you is merely a reflection on what's really happening on the inside.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? We have in society, we know those people that are always bubbly and happy, and they get on our nerves. You're like,
what the hell? They happy about all the damn time. Bullshit faking. You know their ass ain't happy like that all the time.
You should fake it till you make it. You should fake it till you make it. Be happy.
And who's to say that they're not really happy like that?
Right. And it doesn't matter. I mean, when you live in that space of truly being happy, things flow.
Right.
Things really start lining up. And then you are seen and heard by your spouse. Because when you're coming to say something and they know it's going to be uplifting or positive, they're going to connect. They're going to want to connect with you.
And let's be honest. Okay, life happens. I know that's an expression.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's an expression that will give permission for guys. Don't forget to
like the live.
Yes.
Say like.
Thank you, Bunny. Life happens, right? So life happens, but you are the creator of what happens. That's just being responsible, right? I had a thought, but I think it escaped my mind.
So. Okay. So let's go to the next question I have for you is, what does it feel like though? How do you know when the other spouse is really being present with you? What does that feel like?
Oh, when I think I would like to say that most people are aware when someone is like connected or actually present in a conversation. Like right now, I got eye contact with you.
But how does it feel though?
What does it feel like?
Yeah.
What does it feel like to be heard?
Yes, and validated. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a tricky question because, right? If I believe that I'm being heard, and I think her mic is still on too. We'll wait for her to come back. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can still hear her? Okay. So, if I feel like I'm being heard, I'm gonna keep going till she gets back. One is if I believe I'm being heard, then it makes space to be heard. But if I believe I am actually being heard, then I have a feeling of being received. It's a good feeling. It's a welcoming kind of feeling. Yes, if Bunny, your question is, can you tell right away if people are paying attention or not? Yes, it requires you to be acquainted or be familiar with that space of that it's a familiar space for you. And if someone is giving you eye contact, if they are sometimes verbally given, feedback, then yes. But it's not always okay. Telltale signs of when someone's not paying attention is when they are looking off in a different direction, or if they're fiddling with their phone, or if they are, hey, sweetie, unplug your mic. Looks like I'm gonna ride this one out solo. So yeah, but all right, I'm just gonna keep going, you guys. So how about that? But no, if you're paying attention to the person that's talking, yes, you can tell if they're like giving you their full attention. All right, so I think in moments like right now, it gives a true reflection of how dependent we can be on our spouse. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did you solve all the world problems?
Well, to say that I was slightly distracted.
They said you got this, big brother.
All right. So we were talking about whether or not you can tell, quickly if someone is paying attention or not. And, I was just mentioning that some of the signs is if they are giving eye contact, if they're giving verbal replies, or some of the telltales is if they're fiddling around with their phone, or they're, looking off in a different direction or doing other things. Sometimes people are distracted mentally within their own mind and their own thoughts. That can be, that can pull a person in.
That can ruin a moment.
Yes. Yeah. And I think, you know what? All right. So it's funny how the moment you sat back down, now my thoughts are all coming back to the surface.
It was the proximity.
I know. I wanted to go check on you, but I was like, okay, we're just going to sit here and ride it out a little bit. So if you are a person that it goes back to what I was saying previously is being in harmony within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you are concerned about being heard, or that you suspect you're not being heard or
Mm-hmm.
not being listened to or giving attention, then that's likely going to actually happen.
Right, because you're creating that.
Correct.
Right. So whatever you're thinking about in your mind is what's being created.
Yes. Yeah. And if you believe that what you have to say is valuable, and that the other person wants to hear it, you come with a certain style of communication.
You literally create that moment.
Yes. You come and say, hey, I need to share this with you. And, blah, blah,
You'll
blah,
get
blah, blah.
the response you're looking for.
Yes.
But, and the reason I could tell you that what you're saying is true is because how many times have you guys said to yourself, I know he ain't going to listen to me. I know. And guess what happens? He don't listen to you.
Yeah.
And what you don't understand is you think you're anticipating what he's going to do, but in fact, you're creating it. You're creating that moment for him to not listen to you.
Right.
Because you have said it first in your mind.
Yeah.
So that's what you mean by being harmonious within yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Whatever is within yourself is going to
come
happen
out
on the outside.
I know. I used to tease you because I don't know, y'all, it depends on how old you are. You remember the cartoon Mr. Magoo. And Mr. Magoo couldn't see worth a darn, but he was living his best life. And he was missing potholes and, all kind of dangerous things.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happened to Mr. Magoo, and he couldn't see worth a darn. And I used to tease my husband because I was like, you're like Mr. Magoo. You don't see nothing. You just see what you want to see. And you create that. He's coming in through the garage.
Oh, that's our son coming through the garage. Okay.
So anyway, so let's get back on our topic, which is now we want to talk about romance, how you can build that long before you get to the bedroom.
Okay. Come on through, son. Go ahead.
So how do you build romance before the bedroom, which is still in line with what we were talking about, which is really connecting and seeing and hearing that person, being present with that person.
Yeah, it is. So in creating that, it can be throughout the day. It can be over a period of time. It can be at the start of the day, connecting with the other person in a certain manner.
So they know it's on tonight.
And okay, so I want to be clear that romance is not always for the intent of having sex.
No, but it could be nice.
I ain't denying that. I'm just trying to allow people to let their guard down a little bit, because some people are like, oh, you just romancing me because you want something. Well, that's not a bad thing.
I know, but that's how sometimes people view it.
Yes. Yeah. It can be viewed as being manipulative.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to address that.
No, you raise a good point.
Yeah.
Because it is important that if you feel like there's not enough sex in your relationship, it is likely a result of not having enough romance.
Yes.
And so you are right that you really do have to understand romance on a non-sexual level first in order to get to that space of where, your mate can't keep their hands off of you.
Right. Right. And it's really about being connected to the other person. It's being connected. And if you start off your day in being connected, and throughout the day you're doing certain things or saying certain things or pausing out of your day to connect with the other person, because you could be working in two different places or doing two separate things. What's happening in your world and my world in the middle of the day can be very different.
Right.
Very different.
But I love when I'll call you and you say, I was just getting ready to call you.
Yep, literally.
Yeah, because that means you're vibing off of each other. You can play game. Yes, you can play games. That's romance. I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah,
Play some games.
Yes. I'm already there. Okay, but all right. In light of what we're talking about,
play tag.
You can do anything that could be considered romantic. Anything that where you are making a genuine connection with the other person.
Yeah. And that is, man, that's like the building block for having a good sexual relationship.
It is.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, having sex is a form of being connected. I mean, that's
right.
Like the epitome.
The ultimate connection.
So you have to have connecting blocks to get to the ultimate connection.
Yeah. That's true. So, okay. So, let's get to the next question I have for you. And that is, what actions or interactions can help you feel open? So now we're going to get to the next level.
Yes.
We talked about romance and generating that emotional connection. But now how do we get to that opening the door to intimacy?
I'm glad you asked that question.
Okay.
Because that was my translated thought in going to the next space.
Okay.
Men and women are different. And so I'm going to touch on a topic that's not relevant to men, but in some ways it is, but it's more relevant to women. And it's what men should do, not that required. This is just the opinion of Kevin S. Jones.
Right.
That's all it is. Take it or leave it, slice it up, whatever. If I want to connect with you, I need to peel back some layers.
Yes.
Yeah. Peeling back some layers. And sometimes it's asking questions. Sometimes it's doing the 5 whys, going layer by layer by layer, to remove all of the other things.
Yeah.
So that it's just you.
I know, because I know when we first were together and you would ask questions like, what do you like, in the bedroom? And no one has ever asked me that before.
Yeah.
And I honestly was like fumbling over my thoughts because I was like, what do I like? And I was like, you know what? There's so many things I haven't explored. I was like, I can't even feel like I can answer that question. So then that was the thing. I was like, okay, that's what I want more like.
Time to go on an exploration.
Yes. And we did. Remember, we went to this like whole phase of exploring things.
Yes.
Whether it was toys or moments or
places.
Yeah. We just started exploring, different types of whatever, just to see what it was that I enjoyed or I liked, because honestly, I had never been asked that question. And what I appreciated is you didn't make me feel bad for not being able to answer that question.
Yeah, no,
because it could be frustrating for you, because you would be like, how can I really connect with you and please you if you don't even know what you like?
And believe it or not, that's a very common thing.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing. And I explore the questions.
Yeah. And allow the woman to not have it all figured out. And then that's where you get the fun of helping them dig deep. Like you said, the 5 whys, like keep asking. Yeah. Was it easy for you to tell him the things that you did enjoy versus the things you did? No. Yeah, that's the thing.
No.
Yeah, buddy, it wasn't, because I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know all that what I like, because I have never asked myself, or I had never explored.
And sometimes there's embarrassment.
Yes.
I think I remember
I was brought up in the church.
Yeah. I remember one of our conversations. I think I deliberately turned the light off to have that conversation.
So that
so you can feel comfortable that you're not being looked at.
Right.
So there's things that can be done for your anonymity.
Right.
For your private discretion, if you will. To where you're not like, there's not a spotlight on you. Right. it allows you to open up and not have the full exposure, which sometimes in people's mind is associated with embarrassment. Oh, he's asking me about that. Ooh, I don't want to talk about that. But if you're in the dark or you're whispering in my ear like you're telling me a secret, that may make it just a little bit easier.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm gonna be truthful with you, especially if there's women out there that have been brought up in the church.
Yeah.
So if we come across as being experienced and knowing what we want, and this
That's
position,
a damn shame too.
I know this position or this toy or these whips and these belts and all that, then we're viewed as being promiscuous. We're viewed as being a hoe, and so even if there were certain things that we experienced or liked, it's like embarrassed to share that with your husband, your mate, because you don't want them to feel less about you.
I'm gonna tell you a secret right now, and I've said it to you before, but I'm gonna say it to everybody right now. If that was quote unquote whatever titles that other people have given,
being promiscuous, being a hoe,
things in that space, if you have past experiences that qualify the society's titles of those things, if you did it, you did it. But guess what? If you did it, it actually is a very useful tool.
If
bring all that to the present.
Right.
And I guarantee you, whatever you are delivering with experience, the other person is not going to complain. I'm just saying.
And if they do, then
I'm just talking
that's
about
their issue, not yours. That's not your issue. Yeah.
In all things, be a cheerful giver.
In all things, be a cheerful giver.
I'm just saying.
No, you going to hell with gasoline drawers.
Okay, so I'm going with a flamethrower.
Well, now you can be with a flamethrower. But now you can be biblical in the sense that they say what's in the bed of the
whatever is in the bed stays in the bed, basically,
or it's undefiled or whatever.
Right.
When it's between husband and wife,
and it's your private moment.
Yeah,
it is not for other people to pass judgment to.
No, it's between you and your spouse.
And I have to
partner.
I have to dig back for that because personally, for myself, I don't even think in that space.
Right.
I'm just being honest. It's just for me. I mean, it is in a way applicable to my own beliefs and standards that whatever is in my world is governed by me.
Right.
And I'm not even giving consideration to
for judgment of other people.
That's all bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
And that's true. And you are serious about that.
I'm 100% serious because at the end of the day, when I'm whatever years old, sitting on my front porch in my last days, whenever that is,
right,
I want to be able to look back and say, damn, I did that.
I did that. Yeah.
Right.
And whatever you did, you did it to your fullest. You had fun, you enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, you didn't do it, but you didn't have anybody to answer to but yourself at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the words of Frank Sinatra, I did it
my way.
Thank you for that. I prompted her for that. But so, I mean, you know what? You have to do what's right for you. And you have to harness whatever past experiences you have had, even if you view them as being bad or poor judgment or whatever. Your past experience is still your past experience.
Yep, and you can take what you learn from it.
Absolutely.
And this is where we talk about too. Now, this is interesting. Mm-hmm. When you talk about past experience, it's past.
Yes.
That's true for marriages that have been around for a long time.
Yes.
I know Bunny's been married for almost 30 years, or quite almost close to it. And so even things that you might have done in your relationship 20 years ago or 10 years ago, that was then. This is now.
Yes.
And so Don't get hung up and fantasizing about, well, you used to do this and you used to do that, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's more important to focus on the now. Right. Where are we today? Because our connection today is different than it looked when we were first married or when we were dating and courting. Yeah. So what are we celebrating in our relationship, in our intimacy, in our romance today? Yes, 27 years. Bunny said they've been together 27 years. So yeah.
And what was good 27 years ago may not be good today.
Right. And so let's stop telling ourselves these stories because sometimes that creates division in the now. Because you're like, you used to do this and you used to do that for me. But that was then. Let's celebrate.
I had a whole list of stuff that just ran through my mind. I was like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. You used to only last 30 seconds. Everything that happened in the past is not always good for now.
Right.
It's just not.
It's just not. Because whatever was good from the past that's good for now is as a part of the now.
Correct.
And so now let's just embrace the now.
Yeah.
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 Life goes in phases. And your life during your 20s is very different than compared to your life during your 30s.
It should be.
Or your 40s or your 50s or your 80s.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're for a variety of different reasons.
Right.
And if you are living exactly the same life that you were in your 20s and you're now in your 50s, I don't know.
I mean, if it's working for you,
yeah,
but probably not.
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah. So let's embrace this age, right? Because with age comes wisdom and experience. And so let's embrace it and let's celebrate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I admire who I am today.
Yeah, I admire it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the 10 years ago you, but I also love, I mean, I love you.
I know. I'm glad that I've made growth moments and changes over the years to bring me to who I am today.
Right. Yeah. And celebrating that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's also talk about intentionally dating your spouse, right? Being intentional.
Yeah. So we were chatting about this earlier. We were talking about you can implement a routine of dating. It is merely scheduling it, making it a part of your routine, being intentional about it.
Right.
Because dating is okay. So our son just is here in the house right now. And as time goes by, I'm getting used to him not being here.
Right.
So like when I distinctively could hear sounds in the house while we're shooting live right now, I was hearing sounds and I was like, what the hell is that? Right. And you had to let me know that, oh, Sam is coming through the garage.
Right.
Because if we're sitting here, I shouldn't be hearing any of the other sounds. So I'm becoming acclimated to it being just the two of us.
Yeah.
And so update on being an empty nester is I'm realizing that we have never had the space where it was just the two of us.
Yeah.
Because
just
when we
the two of us.
because when
we can make it if we try, just the two of us. You and I.
Yes. Okay. So when we first got together, we both already had kids.
Right.
And so when we blended our families, we
had years apart.
Yeah, when you and I started off as a couple, it was a couple starting with children.
Kids. Right. And it was for years with kids. Yeah. So now it's not.
So now it's not. Sometimes couples that have been together for decades, when they first start off and they don't have kids, and then they're like in that space of dating and they just the two of them, and then they have kids and then they, cycles. But I realized that you and I have never been in this space before. And I was acknowledging to myself that I like this space. It's time for just you and I.
Yeah, 33 years, said things have changed over the years, but he loves to feel as if he's 20.
I'm with you on that, Troy.
I'll give you that, Troy.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
them push-ups in.
Yeah.
All right, sis, sing that song. Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, so there's those, that's that same thing we were talking about, evolution, right?
Yes.
Things changing and embracing the change, embracing the now,
Right.
and creating stories about the now that are
Yes.
new and inventive.
Yes.
And making circling back to making dating a part of that process, it looks different, right?
Sure it does.
Because dating now looks different than we were dating back then,
Yes.
right? And embracing that,
Yeah.
but still making it a priority, being intentional. You've got to be intentional with what you're doing. Everything we do is so easy to be intentional. When we're cleaning the house, we're being intentional. You know, when we make a decision to go to work, we're being intentional. But are we taking that same sense of being intentional when it comes to protecting the romance in the marriage?
Yeah, because I mean, if you don't have that, then you're simply two people living in a house together.
Yeah, you're coexisting, which we were saying proximity does not equal presence.
No, it doesn't.
Just being close to someone is not the same as being present with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we have covered it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys got to come back next week. I mean, not next week, sorry, next month. In 2026. Woo!
Yeah.
We're gonna be rich. Yes, in 2026.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, me and Bunny have a slogan this year.
How did I know that?
We're gonna be rich in 2026. Yes. And that means rich in all areas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rich
financially, rich emotionally, rich relationship wise. Yes, being rich. So we got some great topics for you next year.
Rich in health.
Yes.
Doing some push-ups.
Yes.
While you might be doing other things. It's a new form of exercise.
Right. We should have a
exercise with incentives.
We should have a whole channel dedicated to all those creative ideas that you have in your mind.
Because they be popping up in my head.
Yes.
Sometimes I have to say, nope, don't say that. Not the right moment.
We're going to have to help you filter how you're going to communicate that to the public.
I might have to use graphics on the screen. You know, those stick figure people.
Where the pictures going.
Or maybe we just put the disclaimer across the screen.
Or you know what we could do a pre-recorded video on that one and post it. That way we can edit.
Pre-recording?
I'm just asking questions. All of your ideas.
Be clear on what you're saying.
All of your ideas to enhance intimacy.
Okay, got it.
Those creative ideas that be floating through your head.
Intimacy enhancements.
Yes, there we go. Intimacy
That's another subject. Anyway.
But we'll pre-record that, so I might have to edit some things just in case.
Yeah, we don't want to do that live.
No, because you can't take it back.
No.
Just like when I wanted to take that cough back, I wanted to go, but yeah, that's live. You got to go with it.
Once it's out there,
it's out there.
Squeeze that trigger. You can't put it back in.
Yeah, you'll be on the YouTube streets, baby.
Yeah.
So let's not do that. We'll do pre-recorded, but we're going to bring some juicy information to y'all. So be sure to follow us in 2026.
Information that'll make you
holla.
Juicy. I'm just repeating what you said. I was just changing the words around. See, it just pops into it.
See, that's why we're going to pre-record this conversation. So we can do it.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I hope you have a wonderful holiday with your family. I hope you do have some time for self-care, some romantic times with your significant other, but also just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Yes, because we're going to see you in 2026 where we're going to be rich. Woo!
show some love to the one that you love. Love you guys.
Ooh, you should end it with that
Bye.
every time.